see that haze. It's looking north towards Ashern right there. Alright, that's the road in front of my house. That's my property. That's the fire break. Got home from work, and this was burning across this field through the corral. That smoldering structure over here. It's an old cattle corral. It was burning through that. By the time I got back out here to fight it, all I did was basically walk it along the fire break here. Anytime it looked like it was trying to jump it, I was just there putting it out. Had some water, garden hoses and shovel. Been at this now for about 3 hours straight. The fire's basically burned on now. A little itty bitty bird in the middle of the sidewalk here. This is burned all the way up. All the way up and around. Fire right now is listed as out of control. I have internet back. I have the power back on at the house. So I actually had running water to use. I was able to utilize running water to put this out or continue to fight it. After I got to the point where anything else I did was pointless. I got online and checked the status, and this is currently listed as out of control, and they've stopped pinpointing it and they're just using grid mapping to show it. It's huge. This is spreading up and down the entire West Interlake all the way up the highway, which is 3 miles that way, where that smoke is. You can still hear trees popping in the distance, some of them cracking and burning. Basically now I'm just keeping my eyes on it, looking for any fire, any actual fire. This was a flash burn. This basically, it went through, took all the dry brush, anything dead and dry off the top, and cleaned it all out. Last couple of years I've been trying to pull as much as I can out of here. Firewood wise, getting all the dead fall, winter kill, stuff like that knocked over. Tree there. Been pulling that out and using that for firewood. Of course, a few years back we had that little issue with the neighbor kid there. Decided that he was going to put it in his head to raise a stink, and delayed me for 1.5 years of clearing some of the bush out of here. Well, the fellow with the track hoe that plowed this for me, or the, I guess, bush track, so basically a bulldozer with a bush blade on it. He did this in about 45 minutes. Basically did exactly what I wanted to do, was clear out his thing. I only wanted to go out about 12 feet. He's out about 20 here. And he went 20 feet all the way around the property. These are fairly tall trees. If they fell over now, they might make it to the property, but it would have to it would have to do a second burn now. Come back through and burn again. As you can see, it's still heading north. I'm now facing north, looking towards Ashland. As you can see, it's heading north, and it's moving fast. 15 minutes ago, this was burning. There was fire here 15 minutes ago, and you can't even see it now. And it's moving that fast. It's moving that fast north. They're trying to do a containment on it. They're not even trying to fight it anymore. They're just trying to hold it in, keep it contained, box it into a square, and call it good. And that's basically all you can really do. Get in there, bulldoze up sections of road, sections of fire, and hope for the best. This is, by the way, the act of somebody who likes to start fires. If you know who that person is, let me know. Post it in the comments, because I will be posting this on YouTube. So post it down in the comments if you know who the person is who's starting these fires. I have my suspicions. I've seen one fellow do it 3 years ago, driving a blue pickup truck, wearing aviator sunglasses. Not going to give you any more description than that. I've also seen him, same person, driving a gray or silver pickup truck. When I get enough video footage of him doing it, next time I see him doing it, he's getting video footage. Well, the RCMP want to talk to him, but they're not the only ones. I'm actually going to give the RCMP first dibs, but I'm also putting his face on every social media website, every bulletin board, and every window I can find. Because there isn't a farmer in the Interlake right now that doesn't want this kid's hide. And I say kid because he's in his 20s. This is all Crown land. This is lease-held land. They didn't burn anything of value, just a lot of trees and a lot of grazing. It'll grow back nice and green in a couple of years. Here we are up on the road. Again, this is the grid road I showed earlier. I'm going to have an earlier clip that I did this morning. This is looking north towards Ashland. As you can see, the fire is now taken complete control and is gone. This is the McCosh's field over here. Fires burned all the way up to those trees at one point, once. That's looking south towards Malva Hill. That column there, CE 63, I think, is the number on that fire. That's what that one is. That shows you how close it is. You'll hear the airplanes flying overhead. You can probably see that one over there, I don't know. It's hard to make out with this little camera. But those are water bombers. They filling up at the lake. They circle over, they drop a load on these fires. This one here, they just let burn. They've got some fire breaks north of here, similar to the one I have, and they let it burn, and they're trying to contain. I don't know if we can see this guy drop a load or not, but he's coming in, or he's flying off. One of the two. He's circling around. Could be just fire spotting. There's right now the fire department has camped out at the local municipality town hall here. There's basically every volunteer, every fireman, anybody with a tractor and a truck is out there right now. If you got a tank, a quad, and a tractor, they want you. My tractor's parked in a hole over here with a flat tire, and I don't have enough diesel fuel to even drive it out. I don't have the money to replace the tire either. Coming up to the south side of the property here, this is the main road heading east and west, Leave Lake Road here. Yeah, anybody who's watching this now knows exactly where I live. That's okay. I think I've posted that information before. They did a controlled burn on this side of the fire, or this side of the ditch. Yeah, yesterday afternoon actually. Control burn, back burn it, try and keep it from coming down. So this fire's coming back up for the third pass now. So this is going to start getting into deep wood, this is going to start getting into green wood, and that's going to start getting into some of the roots, and I start having to deal with root fires, that sort of thing. That's all swamp. Just on the other side of those trees, starting about where those trees are, all the way out, heading south. On the map it shows up as something lake, I forget what it was. It's actually a named swamp. It's not that deep, and this year it's very shallow. It's actually drained down pretty good. Had thousands of trucks and cars and quads and stuff up and down my road the last 2 days, and I'm a person who likes my privacy, and it's really pissing me off. Could be wrong, but I believe this farmer here, his name is Jim Hedden, I think. This is his pasture. This is his property. This section here, right beside his "Don't Shoot" sign to those pine trees, is road allowance. It's never been developed. As you can see, there's not a whole heck of a lot left. The fencing that was here is gone. This quarter hasn't been leased or maintained for as long as I've been here, longer than that. But there you go. That's the situation as it sits right now. If I get any links to anybody who's looking to set up GoFundMe pages for people who were affected by this, there are a few people who've been made homeless. That sort of thing. I've been keeping my eye on the news. If I see any links for that, I'll put it in the post down below. Feel free to share this video to anybody, everybody. I'm going to put it up on YouTube anyway.